This is Chris Wooten with Wooten Injury Law in Huntsville, Alabama. Today we're going to talk about what does your car insurance actually cover. As an injury law firm, we talk to people about their car insurance and car wrecks all the time, but a lot of times people will ask, I have car insurance and it's required that I have it, but they just buy the policy that's offered to them. They don't actually look at what's actually covered. What does the policy actually pay for, and what does it not pay for? Generally speaking, there are five main categories of car insurance on a policy in Alabama. If you actually get out your car insurance document, you can look at it and see what's on there to see what's actually covered. The first thing is what is mandatory required by law. That's liability coverage. Liability coverage is what pays if you do something that you're not supposed to and it's your fault. You glance down at your phone, you're coming up on a red light, you don't realize traffic in front of you is stopped, you hit somebody. Your liability coverage pays for that in order to protect you, in order to take care of the person that's had property damage or may have been injured. The second thing is what's called collision coverage. A lot of times this is important if you've got a newer car or a car that you're still making payments on. Collision coverage covers your car if it collides with something. So whether it's another car, a mailbox, an embankment, a post, anytime your car is either hit or gets hit by or hits something else while it's driving or someone else is driving, a collision occurs, it pays for the property damage to your car. The second thing is comprehensive coverage. Comprehensive pays for anything that might happen to your car that doesn't involve it actually driving. So somebody steals your car, a tree branch falls on your car, there's a bad storm where your car gets flooded. Collision coverage will pay for any repairs to your car, or if it's a situation where your car has been totaled because of that, it'll pay for the total loss replacement value of your car. The next thing is one of the most important kinds of coverage that you can get, and it's something that is, under Alabama law, the insurance companies have to offer it to you, but a lot of folks don't buy it because they don't realize what it actually does. And that's listed on your policy as underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage. Sometimes it's listed as UM/UIM. That's one of the most important types of coverage because it covers you or anyone that is in your car if you get hit by someone who does not have insurance or who does not have enough insurance to actually pay for what happened. It's a situation where, everybody's supposed to have insurance, but unfortunately, a lot of times the people that are the most likely to cause a serious wreck are the ones who either don't have insurance or who have the lowest amount possible. So that UM/UIM, uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage, that can be one of the most important categories of coverage you can get in order to protect you and your family and anybody that might be riding in your car. The last category of coverage is medical payments coverage, or MedPay. Depending on the policy, this may be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 or $10,000. Medical payments coverage pays for any medical bills that are incurred through the use of your vehicle, regardless of fault. You're driving in the wintertime, you hit some ice, you hydroplane, you hit a tree, and you bust your nose, you have to go to the ER. Your MedPay will help pay for your medical bills. Now, one of the things to keep in mind, though, because of the amounts covered by MedPay and because of the high cost of medical care today, a lot of times your MedPay coverage isn't going to be enough to pay for a full emergency room visit or extensive treatment. It's usually basically enough to pay for your copays or maybe a few visits. So you really want to think about all of the types of coverage that you can have there in order to protect yourself and to protect anybody else that may be out there on the road. If you've got questions about your insurance coverage and what it should pay for, and if you've got questions if an insurance company is telling you that something is not covered and you think it should be, you should talk to an attorney and find out what your rights actually are.